Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. New FBI director, commander dead. Wildfire grows and still behind in gold. That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, it's been over 2 weeks after President Trump was shot in the head. The new FBI director, Paul Abate, said the agency does not know how the almost assassin got a rifle onto the roof. He said, "We don't have definitive evidence yet as to how he got the rifle up there. We do believe he likely had it in the backpack." A senator followed up, said broken down in the backpack. And Abate said, "We're still assessing that. Our laboratory has looked at the rifle itself and measured that against the backpack itself. And if placed in the backpack, it would extend outside. It would have been visible. If he broke it down, though, then it would have taken time to put back together that he was up on the roof and no one took him out." Israel says that one of their strikes in Beirut today killed Hezbollah's senior-most military commander. According to the Lebanese health ministry, at least 3 people were killed in the Israeli strike, 74 injured. Take that for what it's worth. But the Israeli defense minister said Hezbollah crossed the red line. This was minutes after the strike. This is in retaliation to a Hezbollah, by the way, backed by Iran, but a rocket that killed 12 Israeli children in the Golan Heights. This Hezbollah commander who was killed was also wanted for his role in the 1983 U.S. Marines barracks bombing in Beirut. D.C. had a $5 million bounty on his head. Kamala Harris says she has secured enough commitments from delegates to become the nominee. She says her running mate will be announced next week. The wildfire in California, the one north of Sacramento, is now bigger than the city of Los Angeles. It's the 5th largest fire in California history. More than 5,500 firefighters from across the state and other states coming in to help. Again, it was started by a child molesting felon who pushed his mom's burning car into a gully. The women's gymnastics team won gold yesterday. They won in 96, 2012, 2016, lost in the last Olympics. America still tied for 6th in gold medal count. We only have 4. Japan's on top. Well, they had 3 gold medals in judo. And we haven't been winning in the pool like we were supposed to. But overall, we have 26 medals. France is in second with 18. I'm Mike Slater, Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day. Next.
Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Wednesday, white dudes for Kamala, the latest skin color promotion by Democrats. It's so stupid we have to change the brand. How about white duds for Kamala? What is this? Why the race stuff? Who gives a whit about complexion when the country is deeply divided over essential governance? Hey, white dudes, unless you have something to add other than pigmentation, slink away. Kamala Harris's rise in the polling is being fueled by women of color and younger Americans who know little about the world. Think back to when you were 22. It's too painful for me to do that. Big dope is the description I'll cop to. But as dense as I was, skin color was never a factor for me regarding anything. No West Side Story, no Sharks and Jets. I played on an all-black baseball team, the Brooklyn Monarchs. Only the manager was white, an older Jewish guy. His advice to a 6'4" right-handed pitcher was straightforward. Don't walk anybody. We don't like that. We, the team, tough, impatient guys. I threw strikes. Anyway, if you are on the skin color team, you're a moron. Like the dudes, like the BLMs. That's it. No debate. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Now let's go to the mail. We have Raymond DeCesare, Ringgoes, New Jersey. Bill, you probably already know this, but In 1949, Albert Einstein said there will come a time when the rich will own all of the media and it'll be impossible for the public to make an informed opinion. You are correct, Raymond. That was written in a socialist journal by Einstein, and he's a prophet. Peter, concierge member. Peter gets direct access to me. If Peter has a problem, we will help him. Think about concierge membership. I'm a Christian, but I didn't react with revulsion when I saw the Olympic exposition. I just thought what they did was disappointing and disgusting, but I paid it no more mind. Okay. But leadership is different. I think you want to protect your religion. Maurice, concierge member, thank you, Maurice. The athletes should not suffer because of bad decision by the Olympic Games leadership. They're not. Nobody's holding anything against the athletes. And the TV ratings for the Olympics are good. Joseph, concierge member 3 in a row. Joseph. Bill, you said you supported term limits for the Supreme Court. About an amendment for term limits for Congress. Yeah, I'm a term limits guy. Now, in the Supreme Court situation, you have to grandfather. You can't slap those term limits on the present court. That would be unfair. Okay, but I think 20, 25 years, that sounds fair to me. Susan bought a package of chicken breast cutlets. Cost me $7 a pound. Insane. I'd never pay $52 for a plate of chicken. That was my commentary yesterday. Go to a restaurant, it's $52 for chicken. Come on. In a moment, something you might not know. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 92 years ago today, small political party from Bavaria, Germany, won 38% of the popular vote in that country. 48 months later, its leader would have total control over the entire nation. Here is the story of the Nazi Party. January 1919, a locksmith named Anton Drexler founded the German Workers' Party. The group held their first major gathering that September 1919. Attending was a young veteran from World War I, Adolf Hitler. By the early 1920s, the group was renamed the National Socialist Party, better known as the Nazis. Hitler assumed control of the organization. He organized rallies and meetings in Munich and other cities. Yet the Nazis remained relatively unpopular. It was the Great Depression that catapulted the party. 1924, the organization had just 25,000 members. By the end of 1930, 6 years later, I should say, that number grew to 12 million. On July 31st, 1932, the Nazis won the vote in the German national election. Second place was the Socialist Party. Third place, the Communists. The final result, 75% of the German people voted against democracy. Well, the Nazis immediately consolidated power. January 1933, Hitler was named Chancellor. After the death of President Hindenburg in 1934, Hitler abolished the title of Chancellor, declaring himself the Führer, the leader. By July, the dictator designated the Nazis as the only legitimate political party in the fatherland. The Third Reich had begun. Membership became mandatory for civil servants, teachers, members of the media, and bureaucrats. Party dominated every aspect of German society. The organization controlled sports, healthcare, daycare, education, marriage, art, religion. Hitler's fantasy of a 1,000-year Reich ended after he lost the war he started in 1945 and committed suicide. Back after this. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.